Hello, welcome back to Clarity and Crystals, where we discuss everything from the mundane to the magical. Today is the first episode, video, whatever, however you want to describe it, discussing different topics that I'm interested in, that I'm obsessed with. So, before we get into that, I thought it would be fun to do a little bit of randomness. And let's start this episode on what am I reading and what am I listening to? I can't really say music wise because I have a whole lot of different playlists and stuff depending on what I'm doing. So that is very, it's either metal or it's rap. It's depending on what type of workout I have for the day. But what am I reading? So I have a book that I am reading right now. I'm part of a book club, and it is a new to me book, but I started out reading it on my Kindle, and it's been so good that I've purchased the paperback version of it because I want to add it to my annual read every year list. And the book's called Don't Believe Everything You Think: Why Your Thinking is the Beginning and Ending of Suffering by Joseph Nunyan, however you want to say that. But this is the book. Oh, can I get it to come on focus? Anyways, um, yeah, Don't Believe Everything You Think. So, highly recommend that book if you have not read it. I'll do a more of a breakdown on it later after I actually finish the book, but I just wanted to discuss quickly what I'm reading right now. And also on the mundane side of things, what I'm listening to right now. I honestly have got sucked into this YouTube podcast that I just turn on and play whenever I'm working and doing my marketing website side of the business. And it just kind of helps, kind of like background noise, but these guys crack me up and they're so funny. And the things that they discuss, you have no idea what's going to come out of their mouth. And it's called the Don't Be Sour Show. So you can find them on YouTube. I honestly don't know if they're on anything other than YouTube because that's the only way I listen to them. But I enjoy it. I think they're funny, and it just kind of helps whenever you're doing those mundane tasks, having something like that in the background. Okay, those were the what I'm reading and what I'm listening to. Today's topic, I thought we would just jump right into discussing the moon. And this is coming right off the back of the Capricorn new moon we had yesterday. And I thought it would be fitting just to kind of have a few questions and a little bit of conversation on the moon, what it does, what is it? Everybody knows it's this big, beautiful thing in the sky. And my favorite thing is whenever I get up in the morning and I actually see the moon, whenever I leave to head for the gym. It's still dark outside, the moon is still out, and it just makes me feel like I know this is going to be a good day when I see the moon in the morning. It's something that you don't see very often per se in the mornings. Usually, I mean, everybody thinks about the moon, you think about you're going to see it at night, but whenever it just kind of still there in the morning, whenever I get up, it just makes me smile and makes me happy. But have you ever had, well, okay, let's start with this. You know, the craziest time of year when everything starts happening and chaos is all over, you hear it must be the full moon, right? So, does the full moon affect you? Honestly, yes. Yes, the full moon can affect you. The full moon can affect your sleep. The full moon affects people's moods. I mean, it even affects the tides and the oceans and things like that. So, why wouldn't it affect us in many different ways? I honestly can feel the new moon more than I can feel the full moon right now. The new moon kind of makes me feel a little jittery and anxious, and I don't always sleep as well. The full moon for me is more of a uh, caffeine high kind of feeling. I want to get things done. I'm all excited and stuff. That to me is what how the full moon affects me and stuff. But think about it. Maybe even start tracking the moon cycles. The moon goes, through different phases throughout the month. We have different signs that it goes through in the month. Like I said, we just got finished with the Capricorn new moon. So maybe start tracking and see, how do you feel during the new moon? How do you feel during the full moon? If you're a female, how's your menstrual cycle? That the moon affects that. Even that's where, some people flow with the full moon, some people flow with the new moon, and actually it can change throughout the year. So those are different things to think about. But um, I have another show and tell. So this is one of my favorite things to help me track the moon and the moon cycles. I have a Magic of Eye calendar journal, and each week, each month, it discusses where the moon sign is for the month, for the day, and it also has prompts for um, the new moon intentions or the full moon intentions. We just finished, as I said, with the new moon in Capricorn, and it gave me a journal prompt of I manifest my dreams with determination, knowing every step counts. So, knowing astrology, knowing what Capricorn means, and then knowing what the new moon. So, the new moon is when you set intentions. The full moon is whenever you release and shed things. So, the full moon is great for burning. So if you want to write something, you want to get something off your chest, go burn it on the full moon. And if you're wanting to start a new project or plant seeds, that's whenever you write them out and start journaling on the new moon. Set the intentions. Every 6 months, the new moon and the full moon is in the same sign. So for me, this is the first new moon of 2026. So I wrote down intentions that I am setting. And then in 6 months, I can go back and see how were those seeds planted? Did they grow? Did I do those things that I said that I was going to do and set intentions for? So, little hint on the new moon and full moon. But in my journal, it also gives me, let's see, like I can see with the moon phases and what sign they're in, and also the different plants and stuff. So I highly recommend Magic of Eye planner. I love it. I had a different one last year, and I went back to it this year, and I am obsessed with it and love it 100%. I get excited about these things, and I just need to take a breath. I am going to throw this back into your hands. What do you want to know about the moon? What do you notice on the moon? And what are your feelings, your emotions, things that show up on different phases of the moon? If you're looking for a mentor, guide, or expert, I highly recommend Aishel Francis. You can find her at aishelfrancis.com. That is my moon mentor. And I am actually part of the Moon Circle in her group. We had a moon call yesterday. So, thank you for listening to my moon ramblings and all the things that I'm excited about with the moon. I know it was randomness, and that is the point of this whole episode, podcast, whatever we're going to have and call this. Thank you for listening, and I will see you the next time. Have a great, magical, and wonderful day, week, and year.